trying to take down Esau, the so-called white man. And you got certain Jakes that are prepping and stuff, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Jacob's trouble preppers.
You know, you got them guns, you got all them carnal weapons, man, of ammunition and shit. That's Esau's blessing. That's Esau's blessing.
Can I bring out this precept up, yeah? Numbers 11, 14 says, Moses talking, I am not able to bear all this people along because it is too heavy for me. And if thou deal thus with me, kill me, I pray. Kill me, I pray thee, out of hand, if I have found favor in thy sight, and let me not see my wickedness. That's the problem that the children of Israel gave Moses.
That's in Moses, yeah.
He asked the Moses to put him to death, man. He said in verse 14, he says, I am not able to bear all these people along because it is too heavy for me.
You know what I'm saying?
It's too much pressure, man.
We know exactly how niggas is, man. We know exactly how they are, but anyway. Yeah.
Verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed. That's a big clue right there, man. Then shall that wicked be revealed.
And how, because right now, the Most High has revealed knowledge unto us, man, in these last days, okay, who the wicked is, right? And that's how we're revealing it. Yeah.
Whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
And that's what the brothers are doing out there in Washington, D.C., man. They were consuming the wicked, okay, with the power of the scriptures. Standing up in great boldness against such as had defeated them and took no account of his labors. That's what we're doing right now, okay? That's what we're doing. All right, go ahead.
And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
And that's to come. That is to come. Yahweh Shai is going to come with the brightness, man, with power and great glory, according to Matthew 24 verse 30. Okay. It said, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall they see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. Then he will send his angels out to the four corners of the earth with the sound of a trumpet and deliver his elect from the four corners of this earth. Alright? Roughly paraphrasing. So that's the come. Okay? And that's what we're fighting for. Do you understand? That's right. Okay? Go ahead. Is that it?
And I have a little more. Verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan.
So okay.
With all power and signs and lying wonders.
Beautiful. So it said, even him whose coming is after the working of who?
Satan.
So Esau, he's working after the power of Satan. Okay? And what does the word Satan mean? Adversary.
Right.
Okay? Because Esau is adverse to the Most High. We read it in we read it in a few verses up. That he opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is the Most High. And it goes back to what I was saying about sin. Okay? Alright? That's right. This man is all about promoting and trying to generate those demons, man, by pushing out sin. Constantly pushing out sin.
Yeah.
Adultery, okay? Even on a certain t-shirts that says sinner on it. It says sinner.
Yeah.
On it.
Obey as well.
Yeah, obey, it says sinner on it.
Yep.
You go to JD Sports, there's certain t-shirts that say sinner on it. Like, of all words to put on a t-shirt, why the hell are you gonna put sinner on it? Like, why? Like, you know? Yeah, you know? Because that's the type of vibration that the elites of this society are trying to push out, man. They're trying to push out transgression. They're trying to push out that evil vibration. They're trying to generate them different demons
Yeah.
and evil spirits on the people.
Yeah.
That's why these people are so forward, man. That's why these people are so demonic. Okay?
Yeah.
It's all about this being at leisure, man. You know what I'm saying? Being free-willed. Just doing as your heart please, man.
Yeah, do what thou will.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to say. Do as thou will. That Alice the Crowley spirit, man. Yeah. You know? That evil, like it's cool, like it's, you know, like it's the thing to do. You know? Is it the excitement of this? It's exciting, you know? Like if you do righteousness, you're boring,
Yeah.
you're oppressive, you're a misogynist.
Mad.
You know what I'm saying? You're too old school. Okay? You're too backdated. You know what I'm saying? And you need to be careful about how you're speaking because, you know, it's crazy, bro. Like how you can be seen just off of speaking like the righteous ways of the scriptures. You can be seen as a terrorist in that aspect. Yep. Like you're an extremist. You know? Like the police, they protect evil. They actually, like if you say something about sodomites, they'll roll up you and arrest your ass, man. They'll arrest you for trying to come against sin. They protect sin. They're the protectors of. They're the law enforcers. Yeah, they're the law enforcers of wickedness, man. That's the law that they're protecting. The law of sin.
Yeah.
So when the police roll against you, those are the demons of sin, man. They roll up on you. They're working for the spiritual demon Satan, man.
Satan's henchmen.
Yeah. That's why you can't be no fucking police officer, man. Like this guy, Nathaniel R7, he's a fed, man.
Yeah.
He's a damn fed.
Angels, yeah.
He's a fed, man. He's a popo, man.
Yeah.
That roof. That crafty fox, man.
On the news last week, there was these documentary on paedophile hunters. They got their own little thing going on now. You might have heard. You heard? Anyway, a young guy, an Edomite, he was So those that are molested, those Edomites that are molested, what they've done now, they've started a thing called paedophile hunters online, just using to lure them out, saying, giving ages and all that, and putting it out online to lure in the paedophiles, and then they're putting them on camera and everything, all the evidence is there, and they're sending it to the police. Yeah. So the police is trying to get them to stop doing it, but they're saying so they put him on the news now, asking him, why are you doing it? He said, well, I was molested as a young person myself, and others that are doing it, that is why we're so dedicated to doing it. And they've got the police on to give his side of the story. The police are trying to discourage the paedophile. It's becoming an epidemic.
Yeah.
Paedophilia is an epidemic in the white community, in the community. So when these are doing it now, they're asking him why he didn't. He said, I was molested when I was younger. That is why we're doing it. And the police ain't doing nothing about it. And the police was trying to discourage them from doing it. And they're saying, well, I'm doing it, and I'm very adamant about doing it, is because you lot ain't doing nothing about it. So this is something that you ain't going to hear on mainstream news. The paedophile epidemic and the paedophile hunters that are using laws to lure them in, and they're getting him, you know what I mean? They're getting them
by the droves. Yeah,
by the droves.
I don't know, faggots, man.
Yeah.
They're multiplying.
So when he was talking about what they use to deflect is Jake. They use us to deflect. Thieving out of shops, gun crime, which it does happen, but they blow it out of proportion more than what it really is. Yeah. Just to deflect from their thing.
Their little wicked, deviant ways, man. Yeah. Look at Esau, man. Look at Esau. Damn deviant. What's that? Even your very look is just off, man. Like you're just clean lepers, man.
Right.
You damn devils, and then you got the nerve to point fingers at people. Like I told you about that farmer in South Africa talking about he wants revenge. Look at that, you're in their land, man. And your brother deserves to get put to death. There is a reason why them Hamites ran upon him, man. And they killed him. And they know that if you watch the documentary, them Hamites don't just kill you. They torture you.
Right.
They take it to the 10th power, man. They got hate for you. And they interviewed this one Edomite, and they said, and he said he was like, and they don't just kill you, it's the way they kill you. They torture you. You know? When they run up on you,
All praises to the Most High.
they come for you at night time.
They might be Jakes, man.
Yeah. They come for you at night time. And there's a guy that's leading them. He's a Hamite now. He ain't no Jake. You see the look in his face, them Hamite chants he makes. You know, shoot to kill. You listen to how he chants,
Yeah, that revolution thing.
Yeah. He's got that hat, that militant hat. And he was in the fucking, parliament. That parliament. The two parties are arguing. He was in one of the meetings, and he was chanting in the damn meeting, man. This guy was crazy. He had the red garment on.
Oh, I think I know the guy.
And he was like, boom, boom.
I know the guy. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. They shave their face and all that.
Yeah. He's a Hamite now. He's not a chick. He's a Hamite. And what they're doing is they're justified. And them Edomites, they're trying to act as innocent as possible.
Yeah.
This is what Esau likes to do, to try and defend himself. Alright? To try and defend his existence. He does a lot of deflecting and projection.
Yeah.
He knows he fucked up. Anyway, let's get on Psalm 68.
Because apartheid, innit? Apartheid back in them days was heavy on Hamite.
Yeah.
A time of what's that guy's name?
Mandela.
Psalm 64.
So now they're getting the revenge now.
But it's like it's like.
The devils, man. They say we need to
look,
protect.
there's a spirit, man. These devils. Just come out of his mouth, man.
See how they dress up and shit?
He's got a towel.
Zoom
Dressed
in.
up like women.
A child, you know.
Can I see?
But they're not the wicked.
Yeah. Actually in a devil's outfit.
Right in your face.
Come out of his mouth.
Right in your face, man. These devils.
Dressed up in a devil's outfit. I might have just got it just in time.
All those little kids, the little white kids, they have the devil horns, man.
Yeah.
When they're doing trick or treat and all that. That's their spirit.
And even that black and white photograph of the lynching, right? There was a mob of crackers, right? Watching one Jake hanging from a tree. And he saw one little Edomite girl with a big smile on her face.
Yeah.
The devil.
Yeah.
That's Satan, man.
And that spirit is back here.
Kids. You're going into slavery. Your people are going into slavery for what you've done to our people. What's your history?
I'm a Yemenite.
You're Yemenite.
Yemenite.
What's that mean?
You don't know Yemen.
Judah, to be a Jew, you have to be from the tribe of Judah.
To be a Jew, you have to accept Abraham's 12 tribes. I'm from Yemen.
Yeah, from what tribe are you from?
Me, I'm a Yemenite Jew.
To be a
Yemen,
Jew,
I don't know
you have to be from the tribe of Judah. That's where the word Jew comes from. It comes from Judah. But now, if you're a Benjamin, if you're from the tribe of Benjamin, Levi, or the other tribes, you can't be a Jew. You're only a Jew if you're from the tribe of Judah.
Brother.
So we're not brothers. We're not brothers.
Yes.
We're not brothers or sisters.
Anyways, God bless you.
Your God is not our
We don't need your blessing from your God. We got our own God.
No.
God is God. However you call God, it's one.
You're the Edomites.
I'm
You're
the
the children of Esau. We're the children of Jacob.
I know it. Okay, do you know what Yemen is?
Yemen.
Do you know what Yemen is?
Saudi Arabia.
I have people in Yemen, they look like you.
But your people, your land goes back to Esau. Your land goes back to Esau. We're not the same lineage of people.
Isa is Jesus.
No, I didn't say Esau. I said Esau, the fraternal twin brother of Jacob. That's
There was
rubbish.
12 tribes that accepted Abraham. Those 12 tribes
get on
were called
Revelations
Israelites.
Hey, can read. Hey, yo.
Leave it to him, leave it to him.
Revelations.
Anyway,
Revelations chapter 2 verse 9. I know thy works, tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
You know what she said?
What did she say?
She said, to be a Jew, you have to accept
Abraham. Yeah, that's rubbish. Yeah, look, to be a Jew, you have to linearly, on your bloodline, on your father's side, descend from a man called Judah. You have to be of his seed, the stock of Judah, to be called a Jew.
Okay, Numbers 1
All right,
18.
she's not a Jew. Talking about I'm a Yemenite Jew. What the hell is that, man? That's not in the scriptures.
Yeah.
Yemenite, the Jews of Yemen.
I have a guy, well, he's not a guy, he's a rat. He comes on my channel's videos, and basically, when you click on his page, he's a so-called Yemenite Jewish person.
What the hell is that, man?
And it's just basically white Jewish people that lived in Yemen. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
So calling us brothers. You ain't all brothers, man. There's like it's all spiritual. You can be a Jew as long as you accept Abraham. Get out of here, man.
Numbers.
Like you can be of any race as long as you accept Abraham.
Can't convert to be a Chinese man.
Just stay in the gutter and let us keep
Yeah,
the.
exactly, man. So all of a sudden we're brothers now. And it was her people that sold us into slavery. If you look at the transatlantic slave trade, it was financed by the so-called Jew, by her people. It was financed by them.
Ask yourself, how comes not, I've never come across one Jewish person who is spoken out of the scriptures. Right? Not one.
Yeah, they don't. They got something called the Talmud.
Yeah.
That's their holy books, man. They got the Torah and that's not them, and they know it, man. They know it, man. The ones that they know the Torah, they know it's not talking about them. They know, even though the common thing is to say that it's them and they're a Jew, that's not them. It doesn't fit them. The scriptures say when the Jews are in power and ruling, there will be peace on earth, man. It told you that in Isaiah chapter 2. There is not, right now, they're gearing up to drop the missiles, man. There's all kind of nonsense going on in the world, man. All types of nonsense going on in the world. These Edomites, man. Go ahead, man. What's that?
Yeah. Because she's saying that you accept Abraham or whatever. It's genetic, man. Right, Numbers chapter 1 verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
By the house of their daddy, man. By the house of your fathers. That's where the honor comes in. You don't ignore who your forefathers are, man. But my mama was a Jew. You care about your mom? Give it down who your mom is, man. It's who your daddy is. You know? Okay. But let's go to Psalm 64 verse 1. 64 verse 1. Okay? Because like I said, Esau, going back to my original point, Esau's trying to generate evil in the world by promoting sinful activities, man. Sinful behavior. A sinful mindset. You know what I'm saying? Trying to create a society that's based upon sin. Okay? And how do you find what sin is? By going back to the law. By going back to the Bible. So you have to understand that the elites, they very much use the Bible. They use the Bible. But they use their Bible, they use our scriptures, our records, as a way to find out and seek out ways to rebel against the Most High. They open up our records and they say, all right, seeing as we're condemned according to these records, what can we do to try and fight that? Because we're already condemned, like it's a wrap for us. We already know it according to their records. So what can we do to fight this? That's what they're saying. What can we do to fight this inevitability? If I'm pronouncing it correctly. Because it's inevitable. How can we fight it?
Esau has a saying. I know because I was around him a lot of the time. Christian church and everything else. Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. That's Esau's philosophy.
Right. So he's exactly. So that's why he won't let us go, man. That's why he needs to keep us close to him. these devils, these Edomites. It's coming back inside the path.
Alright, this is Psalms 64, verse 1. Hear my voice, O Yahweh, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
That sounds 64, yeah?
Yeah. Who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words.
Right. So they said bitter words. Bitter words, man. Because what did it say in Genesis? When Esau discovered that his brother had taken the first blessing, okay, and that his father Isaac gave the first blessing to Jacob, what was Esau's reaction? He said he cried and he wept bitterly. Alright? And he said, "Oh Father, what blessing, what have you got to give me?" He said he wept bitterly. Now read that part again.
Psalm 64 verse 3. Who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words.
Even bitter words. Alright, they shoot their tongue like an arrow, even bitter words. So these Edomites that are in ruling class, okay, they know what the average Edomite doesn't know. They know that the people that they had in slavery, that were lynching off the trees and feeding their kids to alligators and putting on our auction blocks, dividing their families, putting on the slave ships, all right, from West Africa, that they were taken by the millions, by the droves, and taken them to the Western Hemisphere on slave boats. They know that those people are the Israelites, that these records belong to us. They know that, okay? And they know that according to our records, that they're condemned. According to what our records say. That they've gone through our records, man. And they know that they're the Edomites. They know that they're the children of Esau. You see that woman, that Yemenite Jew, talking about as long as you accept Abraham. Abraham was a dark-skinned black man, first and foremost. Okay, and her people, her authorities know that she's condemned. Okay, so naturally they have a bitter mentality towards us.
Right.
They're very bitter. These ruling elite, they're very bitter towards us, man. They got a bitter mindset. They're conjuring up ways to try and oppress us, to keep us down. All right, to persecute us, to bring us no justice. That's why you often hear of times where police officers killing unarmed Jakes